50-year-old Mark Martin ended a 97-race winless drought Saturday night when he outran Tony Stewart to the finish line to take the checkered flag in the Subway Fresh Fit 500 at Phoenix International Raceway. After starting from the pole, Martin dominated the race, but was still challenged near the end. A late race caution gave Ryan Newman the lead when he stayed out while the leaders pitted for tires, but Martin was able to cruise by with 6 laps to go to score the historic victory. The win was the 5th straight triumph at PIR for Hendrick Motorsports.
That was pretty awesome, man. Great race car, great pit stops, great strategy. There was a lot of pressure on both of us, and I really truly believe that it will be a little bit easier for us going forward. Maybe not for Alan, I don't know, but for me, I've carried a lot of weight, on my shoulders. I really wanted to do this. I really wanted to win, and I couldn't get my fingers. We've had top 10 cars every race, but I couldn't get my fingers, out there and get them around a win.
Martin, who turned 50 years old in January, is the oldest race winner in the Sprint Cup Series since Dale Jarrett won at Talladega on October 2, 2005, when he was 48. The last 50-year-old race winner was Morgan Shepherd, who was 51 when he won at Atlanta in March of 1993, 548 races ago. Only 3 other 50-year-old drivers have won in NASCAR's top division: Harry Gant, Bobby Allison, and Morgan Shepherd. Stewart's runner-up finish was his 3rd straight top 5 of 2009.
There's no shame in losing to a guy like Mark Martin tonight. I mean, it's I don't think there's anybody that's not a Mark Martin fan. So it was an awesome night for our organization. It was awesome for Mark, and really happy for him. I mean, nobody, just like Kurt said, I mean, nobody works harder to stay in shape, to be good and be fit and to be ready to go than Mark does. And that when you see somebody that works that hard at it, I mean, you like to see the results come for him too.
Kurt Busch, who led 63 laps from the 3rd starting position, finished 3rd for his 5th top 10 of the season.
Kudos to my crew. They did a solid job on pit road tonight, but I was the one that made the mistake out on the track. A lapped car had fresh tires. We were on old tires, and I got the car in the fence in turn 4, and it bent up the suspension because there was concrete inside the wheels. That's when you have a pretty good hit. And so I felt like I took our chances away at competing for the win, but to battle back to 3rd, that's a great effort from this team right now, and the way that our season has gone, just nice and steady. I'm just pumped up. I thought that was an excellent day for us.
Jimmy Johnson, who was shooting for 4 straight at PIR, finished 4th, with Greg Biffle rounding out the top 5. Series point leader Jeff Gordon could only muster a 25th place finish and saw his lead shrink to 85 points over Johnson. Turned out to be a terrible night for Dale Earnhardt Jr., who at one point was leading the race for 63 laps. He took the lead on lap 168 when he didn't pit with the rest of the leaders, and with clear sailing ahead built a 4-second lead. But his car became looser and looser as the night progressed, and as his tires wore out, he dropped further back in the pack before finally crashing after contact with Casey Mears on lap 301 to finish 31st. The NASCAR Sprint Cup Series now heads to Talladega Superspeedway for next Sunday's Aaron's 499.